Everybody loves a good success story. We all like to talk about the people who succeeded, like Gojo, Yuji, Sukuna, but no one ever talks about the failures, the ones who are left behind. And in today's video, I wanted to give Jujutsu Kaisen's biggest failures a spotlight. You know, the JJK world, it's really tough. It's kill or be killed, and even the strongest can drown. Which is why I want to talk about Hajime Kashimo, because this man right here had so much potential. His design was really cool. He had a cool electric cursed energy power set. He had a really good debut, but most importantly, he was hyped up to be the strongest of his era, like Gojo, like Sukuna. He had a very strong foundation to be a superstar. The writing was on the wall for him to be a fan favorite, but sadly, he had one of the most devastating fall-offs in JJK. It's unbelievable. Like, let's look at his fight with Hikari. Ah yes, the fight that everyone loves, and I love it too, but nobody ever brings up the fact that Kashimo lost to Hikari. Like the same Hikari who would get his ass wiped by Maki and Yuta by Yuji. Kashimo was defeated by the very same Hikari that is currently struggling with Sukuna's femboy boy toy. Kashimo had no fucking business going one-on-one with the King of Curses when he can barely beat the femboy butler. And speaking of that, this man went up there and got absolutely decimated by Sukuna. Dismantled. I know I expected Sukuna to win, but I didn't expect Kashimo to get absolutely annihilated. But this hard. And the entire fight, Kashimo is doing nothing more than talking about how Sukuna is the peak of Jujutsu. And right after Kashimo was waffled by Sukuna, his perception by the fanbase steadily went down. His fall off really needs to be studied because he went from a badass to a femboy farmer that Sukuna planted his seed in. Jesus Christ. Speaking of another character who was a fan favorite, Inumaki. This hurts really bad because Inumaki had potential to be a very memorable side character. I didn't expect him to be alongside with Maki and Yuta, but I at least expected him to be a good side character. But he had a cool design, cool face marks, a funny gimmick, tied to his power. It all made sense for him to be a top tier character. He even had one of the most powerful curse techniques in the series, curse speech technique. An ability that enables the user to make their opponent or surrounding obey whatever they say. A truly divine technique. But as we dove deeper and deeper into the manga story, we saw less and less of Inumaki, and it became perfectly clear that Inumaki was solely created to be an excuse for Yuta to have cursed speech. Like, let's be fucking for real. Like, Gege, if you can be anything, be for real. You didn't intend for Inumaki to be his own character. Nah. You intended for him to be an excuse for you to make cursed speech so that way Yuta could copy it. And what makes it worse is that the last time we see Inumaki, it's after the Shibuya incident, as we're doing a post-game breakdown where they mention how Sukuna's domain not only cleared up Shibuya, Inumaki accidentally got hit by it off screen and lost an arm and is now retired. Like, it doesn't make sense that he lost his arm and said, yeah, I'm done, I'm hanging it up, when Todo doesn't even have a hand and he put a doohickey on it just to come back. You know, as I sit here and think about it, I think the writing was on the wall when Gege didn't even give this man dialogue. He gave this man a set number of words to say, and that's it. Up next, we're gonna have Nobara. Now, I was gonna put Geto on the list because his curse manipulation didn't allow for him to be considered one of the strongest with Gojo, nah. But Kenjaku, he pulled enough load for it. But Nobara, you pissed me off more because you are the biggest disappointment of your trio. Damn. And yes, I already know what people are gonna say. She wasn't confirmed dead yet. I don't care if Nobara comes back from hell and sends Sukuna there herself. She's still a letdown. She let all of us down. She fumbled the bag when she got clapped by Mahito. We all expected Nobara to make up for what Sakura did to female writing. Oh, Sakura sucked, but Nobara is gonna be so much better. Oh, in hindsight, that hurts to say, dude. But when Nobara died, it hurt us, the fans, because we all knew that she wasn't ready to die. She still needed more development, more time on screen, and we didn't get that. Our relationship with her was garbage. Nanami and her had just about the same amount of time on screen, and yet Nanami not only had more impactful moments in the story, more impactful scenes, but he was just simply better written than Nobara. And when he died, the millions and millions shed tears of sadness. But when Nobara died, there was no tears at all. When she was sent back to the lobby, not a single eye was watery because we were all pounding our fucking keyboards. Why did you die? Like, we needed more of you. When we needed her most, she vanished.